Thank you, Scott. My name is Jack Reed. I'm a software developer. I work at the Stanford Libraries, and I'm happy to be here to present and introduce you to Mirador 3. First off, I just want to recognize everybody from the IIIF community, Mirador communities, who've contributed development time, translations, design ideas, bug reports, everything. This isn't a project that we've done alone. It's been an entire community project, and thank you so much for everybody who's contributed so far. So what is Mirador? Mirador is a JavaScript library. It's a IIIF viewer that aims to provide visualization, analysis, comparison tools for IIIF content. It not only provides visualization, comparison, annotation, transcription, unification, and analysis tools, but it's also used for teaching, research, learning, and it can be used as a standalone viewer. It can be embedded in other sites and contexts, and it also can be used as a customized research tool. Mirador 3 is a rewrite and re-architecture of the popular comparison and visualization tool Mirador. So why are we on the third generation of Mirador here? Well, we learned a lot of lessons from Mirador 2. We want to build upon those lessons learned. We have a new technical approach. We wanted to use modern JavaScript frameworks and technology to help build a better viewer. We wanted to also give more attention to the user experience. So a lot of time and effort went into Mirador 3 with in-depth user interviews and design to hopefully accomplish a lot of design goals. And we wanted to bring new and improved functionality. So not only coming from IIIF, but also from a user experience. So Mirador 3 has been in the works for several years. It started in planning and possibly even in 2017, late 2017, and really kicked off in 2018 with design and some kind of developer background tasks. In January of 2019, a group of people started working on the kickoff and really the main development of Mirador 3 between Stanford, University of Leipzig, Princeton, and Harvard. And in April of this year, we started to release several alpha versions in succession, and I think released 8 versions, which kind of concluded that coordinated work cycle. And over the past month, the team at Stanford's been working in putting it in production within our digital library. So we hope in the next, this week or next week, to be launching that in production at Stanford. So some of the project improvements I'll just highlight quickly. 64% reduction in size. So we reduced the Mirador kind of package that's delivered to end user's browser by 64%. We added a whole bunch of tests. So Mirador 3 is 92% code covered. It's installable via NPM or Yarn now. There's a larger core contributor team. And there's a focus on accessibility from the start. So we're not tacking on accessibility at the end, but it's been in there from the beginning. So what does Mirador 3 do? Well, it provides, okay, maybe that works. It provides comparison and deep zoom tools. So here we see some manuscripts from the Parker Digital Library. We can still do the classic Mirador comparison and zoom. It allows you to also use light and dark themes. So here's an example of the Mirador viewer and the default dark theme that we ship with it. So here allows a user to change between the themes. It also allows you to customize it and install it in an embedded environment. Here's Mirador in the Stanford Digital Library environment. We have a customized theme that looks a little bit different, and we have it kind of built and slimmed down for an embedded context. We've added new workspace types in Mirador. So we have a new workspace called Elastic, and so it allows you to move around windows, resize them. It's kind of like Mirador 1 for those who remember Mirador 1. And you can move these around in infinite workspace and kind of configure it however you like. And then there's also the option to select a window, and it'll kind of zoom you back automatically back to where your windows are. The other workspace is called Mosaic mode, and here's an example of that. It allows you to also resize windows, but they're kind of in a fixed space. You can resize those, move around them, and configure them as you please. We've also added some new window tools in Mirador 3. So we can see here on the left, we have kind of like a book view, and we can maximize it to take up the full screen if you want to really zoom in on a detail or look at something. You can also unmaximize it. We have the gallery view available here, so you can quickly scan through something and select. And we also have a single page view here. And one other thing to note is we have a thumbnail navigation strip here on the bottom. So you can also, as you're reading or looking at something, you can also navigate via the thumbnail navigation strip. So right now, Mirador supports internationalization from the very beginning. And as of yesterday, we had contributed Brazilian Portuguese, and we now have Mirador 3s available in 7 languages. So I've heard contributions potentially coming from Polish, Italian, and Dutch over the past 2 days. So if there's any other languages, we'd love to work with you to help you. We can add additional translation files for Mirador 3. Mirador 3 has annotation viewing. Here's an example of a transcribed manuscript. And Mirador 3 allows you to kind of quickly see annotations that are available, highlight over them. You can actually select them and they stay colored, or you can highlight them all to kind of see the breadth of annotations on the page there. Mirador 3 supports the IIIF search API. So here's an example of searching for something. I can see my results. Similar to how annotations display, I can see the annotations on the, okay, here's the search happening. And I can see the different search results and click on them, and I can see where they show up in the page. Mirador 3 has a new kind of windowing in panel display. So informational panels that are shown on the left can also be moved to the right and then also moved to the bottom. So I can be looking at metadata on the left, annotations on the right, or a transcription, and even something like search results on the bottom, all at the same time. These windows and panels are all resizable, and you can move them around. You can also configure Mirador to set and display a panel open by default. Mirador 3 also has Canvas level metadata support. So if you provide specific information for Canvas, that's also displayed in this information panel on the left here. We see a right side image is a text page, and the left side image describes the image in the, I guess, in this atlas here. Oh. Sorry. Mirador 3 also supports the IIIF Authentication API. So here we have a blurry image here. We only allow a thumbnail to be viewed by non-Stanford users, but we use the IIIF Authentication API to authenticate myself as a Stanford user, and now I've gone through my two-factor authentication, and they've confirmed it's me, and I can view this image in full resolution here. We'll see in a second. So now the image comes in clear, and I can zoom in and take a look at it. Mirador 3 also supports plugins. So we wanted to make Mirador 3 extensible so you could add new types of functionality to it. And the Stanford team's been working on 2 plugins over the past month. One, a download plugin, and one, a share plugin. The download plugin allows you to download images at different sizes. If you're in book mode, it allows you to download images from both canvases that are being displayed. The share plugin also allows a lot of different configurations, so you can share this image resource, you can drag the IIIF logo into another viewer, and you can also, if you have an embedding service, you can do that as well. How am I on time? Out? All right, well, thank you so much. You can engage with the Mirador community this way. our website, our GitHub, and our new Twitter account at Mirador Viewer. So we'd love to hear from you if you have any questions, feedback, or comments, and look forward to talking to you soon.